Everybody remember the viral clip. You going back and forth with Draymond. And Draymond, I mean, it's quiet and Draymond, hey, you thought you was going to get that Kobe treatment. They don't love you like that, man.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? I didn't hear him say that.
What? So you didn't hear him say?
No, I'm on the bench and I'm talking to Draymond because look, Golden State Warriors was like big brother to the Clippers.
Yes.
And I'm coming over there like, I'm the OG. Like, hold on, y'all ain't about to be punking us while I'm over here. And I'm like, Blake, I'm trying to put a battery in Blake back. Because Draymond,
he going,
man, he trying to go at Blake. But Blake an all-star too now. And he was like, shut up, you ain't Kobe. I guess I didn't hear it until after the game because he said it under the basket where the mic picked it up so everybody on TV heard it. But like in them arenas, it's hard to hear.
Right. Okay.
So I couldn't even hear when he first said it.
Right.
I didn't know until I got into the locker room and Twitter going off and everybody saying everything.
It's going crazy.
It's going crazy because, everybody thinking I'm just ignoring him, but I'm just kind of like, I didn't hear him.
Right.
And so, it was funny. I give it to Draymond. He one of the all-time trash talkers. He got me. He got me.
Oh, man. You also, man, you've been going viral because you said you better than D-Wade.
I did say that.
Yeah.
But you know what, Shannon, that's what made me who I am.
You honestly believe that too?
Yeah. But that's what gave me my edge.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I never cared about what people thought of me or other people's opinion. When I step on the court, I'm better than all of y'all.
Right.
And that's what made me who I am. And I'm going to work toward that.
You got to believe that, though.
You know what I'm saying? And so I'm never going, like, I'm retired now and I can change up whatever. And I knew I was retired then when I said it, but, like, that's who I was and that was my age.
Right.
I felt like every time I stepped on the court, I was the best player. And that's why I made the accolades I made.
Right. Why didn't it work out with Kyrie and the Celtics?
Man, I don't know, man, because I thought, in the preseason, I was at that game, at the practice. He said, I'm going to be a Clipper for life. I mean, a Celtic for life, and I'm going to re-sign. And, man, but, Kyrie different. He think on a whole
different level. He on a whole different
wavelength, a whole different stratosphere. And I thought that could be something that was going to work out. They can win a championship with him. But, Kyrie, it didn't work out with him and Bron. It didn't work out with him and KD in Brooklyn. It didn't work out, so you never know what Kyrie is thinking.
Right.
We would have loved to have him in Boston for all them years, but it worked out. It allowed Jason and Jalen to grow on their own because, Kyrie was the OG and, but everything happens for a reason.
What do you expect from the Clippers? They got Chris Paul, they got Bradley Beal, they got James Harden. Kawhi seems to be healthy. He worked out for like a month after the season. Talking to T. Lue. T. Lue said he wanted to make sure his body, he missed half of the season last year, but he looked good, and they're a different team when he plays. Mm-hmm. What do you expect from the Clippers with Kawhi being healthy and all the additions?
Man, I just think I think they'll be competitive, but I just think their time is kind of past.
Yeah.
They older. James Harden is older. Kawhi is older, dealt with so many surgeries, and Bill is older. Mm-hmm. It's just like this is a young man's game.
Yeah.
And these young teams is good.
Right.
OKC, Minnesota, and you still got Denver over there. I think they'll be competitive, and Ty Lue's a great coach, and y'all got talent, but them is a lot of big names, and we all know that older big names usually don't win.
They don't win.
And so they'll be good. They may be better than the Lakers, maybe, but I don't see it. I don't see it.
John Wall called it a career. Are you surprised at how soon it ended for him?
Man, John had a lot of lengthy injuries. Mm-hmm. Sometimes that can take a toll on you mentally.
Then I think he lost his mom.
Yeah. And, he's made a lot of money.
Yeah.
In this game. And, he probably didn't accomplish all the things he wanted to accomplish.
Right.
But, man, he had a great career.
He had an unbelievable career.
Man, he had a great career. He's been an all-star. He's the #1 pick, man. Yep. My shout-out to the young fella. I'm glad I had to spend a year with him, give him some game, and I text him from time to time, hit him up, and just be like, how you doing, young fella? And, he has nothing to hold his head down, and I know it didn't end the way he wanted it to end.
Correct.
And we all
want that storybook ending though.
yeah, we all want the storybook in, but sometimes it don't go that way.
It
But
don't
I mean, you know what? He had a storybook. Man,
Coming from
I'm
where he
an
came from and
all-star,
being a
made
number
hundreds
one
of
selection.
millions.
Yeah.
Why is that on a storybook, Shannon?
Yeah, you're right.
We always got to judge on championships and all that. What, like what?
Or retiring on our terms.
Yeah, like no, he's made hundreds of millions of dollars. He's played in the NBA. He was the number one pick. He got a storybook life.
Yes.
How about
You're right
that?
about that. You're right. You walk to work 20 miles in a bathrobe. The Knicks. You was convinced the Knicks were going to lose to the Celtics, weren't you?
Man, I was sick. I was convinced. I hate the Knicks, and they hate me. They hate me. You know that's a Boston, New York thing, man. I know I put my foot in my mouth. I said that on national television, and to this day, I don't regret it. And people everywhere I go say, "Did you really walk?"
You saw it. You saw me in my robe walking inside the
Saw
road.
it. You saw it.
You got a new show, Truth After Dark.
Yeah.
Where it seems you giving advice about relationships. And people seem to not want to take advice from anybody that's not married, that's not in a relationship for 20 plus years, been stable. Why do you feel you're one of the best to give advice on relationships?
I mean, because I've seen all sides of a relationship. You know what I'm saying? I've been married in long-term relationships for 10 plus years, a couple of them. I've had kids. I've had long-term girlfriends. I've been on both sides, so I can speak on it. Like, it's like you being in the NFL. You can speak on it.
Yes.
Like, I can speak on being married. If I'm not married now, I can speak on it.
Right.
Because I was married for a long time.
Yeah.
You know, and I've been engaged and I've had girlfriends and like I just, you know, I see my perspective the way I see it and it ain't for everybody.
Right.
You know, I mean, I try to speak for everybody, but you know, everybody different.
Right.
I just go off a lot of my experience, Shannon, and you can take it how you want it.
Right.
You know, but like I've seen it all. And even if I didn't experience, I've saw other people experience and I learned from them. And that's why I feel like I'm more than qualified to give, you know, a relationship advice.
You once said that marriage is for poor people. It offers no advantage to a man.
Yes.
So under that premise, would you get married again?
That's a good question, man. It like, yeah, I'll get married again because I'm getting old.
So you want a hospice wife? You want somebody to take?
Yeah. I'm getting old, Shay. Yeah, I'll get married again.
Want to join Club Shay Shay? Become an official member by hitting that subscribe button, where you never know who's going to be joining us for drinks and conversation. Don't be late to the party because you know we like to do something before two something.